know you and I have kind of got an ongoing, I wouldn't say a feud, maybe a difference of opinion on blind and setup situations. I like ground blinds, maybe because I like being closer to the ground, but you seem to favor tree stands.
Tree stands in Florida, I like tree stands in Florida because the heat causes your scent to be more exaggerated than other places. So it allows you to be a little more scent neutral, get your scent up above the game's nose. B, the mosquitoes typically aren't as bad when you're up off the ground. And probably C, and most important, it affords you a little more range of motion. You can move around. You can get away with a lot more while you're up in a tree stand than you can if you're sitting down on the ground. I have affinity for attracting ticks, so I find if I'm up in the tree stand, ticks don't get to me as much either. So mainly, insects, temperature, visibility, scent, those are all primary factors why I prefer to be up in the air.
So I like the ground blinds because I feel like, I was listening to an interview yesterday with Steven Rinella. He was interviewing Yvon Chouinard, founder of Patagonia, and they both were debating the merits of technology in hunting, and they both agreed that there's a fine line that we've probably crossed. We're using too much technology to get an advantage over animals in hunting, and Yvon Chouinard even said, hey, I try to keep it as simple as possible. Maybe even if I'm going to hunt, you use a bow, and I think it's quoted his son as using the spear. You drive the pigs into the water and then jump in and kill them with a knife. But I think that's why I favor the ground blind. Is it's a little more natural. It does make it a little more difficult, but there are advantages to the tree stands. The other aversion I have to tree stands is the safety. I didn't know this, but I was listening to a podcast, another Meat Eater podcast, and tree stands are one of the leading causes, or if not the leading cause, second to accidental gunshot, for injury. A lot of people, thousands of people are injured every year from tree stand accidents. One guy had fallen out of his tree stand twice. So that's why I'm kind of adverse, because I tend to nod off when I get up in a tree stand. So I like ground blinds. It gives you a little more flexibility to move around too. If you get in a bad wind situation, like I was in recently, I set up one spot and realized that the wind was carrying my scent across the game trail. So I got up and moved to the other side. That was easy to do from the ground.